Welcome to Ask a Member, a program of the Adrian Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm Ann Hughes, president of the Chamber, and it's my pleasure today to welcome David Rydzinski, who is owner of Officeville here in Adrian. Welcome, David. Glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
You've Officeville. Tell us about it. What does it do? Who are your customers? Who can be your customers?
Well, anyone could be our customer, but mainly Officeville is office products, furniture, break room, technology products. We have evolved into a pretty large product mix. I have access, now that I'm part of a buying group, I have access to over 100,000 products. Anything that you see at the big boxes, Staples or Office Max, any of those, I have access to. Also, physical therapy supplies are things that that I carry that's unique to Officeville. We do have access to computers and software now through that buying group. We have customers in 32 states, Michigan being my main one. And yeah, we've been around since 2002. I've owned it since 2007.
Okay, so customers in 32 states. How do you get them?
They find us on the internet now. When Officeville was originally part of an organization that was a call center, and they had bought call lists and called into these customers, mainly businesses, small businesses, and we've just kept those customers. So now basically my acquisition is through the internet.
Okay, so you find customers on the internet, or they find you?
They find me.
They find you. So, and it doesn't matter. I think what's so fascinating is it doesn't matter where they are or where you are. You can serve them just as well, whether they're around the corner from where you operate here in Adrian, or if they're out in California.
Yeah, my main supplier has over 30 warehouses across the United States, and then my subsidiary suppliers have usually something on the East Coast, the Midwest, and the West Coast to service. So most of my products is delivered next day. Some products may be 2 to 3 days, depending on where the warehouse is compared to the customer.
So you don't have a storefront?
I do not have a storefront.
Okay. People just call you, they look in your catalog, they go online. Are all your products online?
If they're online, if not, call me and I will get you stuff. As we have, over the past year, I have gotten access to so many more products that I just can't physically put them on my website. But I have catalogs, or I have images, I have links to products. It's just opened up such a wide variety for me that, you know, I'm trying to get my hands around it and still maintain customer service.
Okay. Tell me what your customer service philosophy is.
Good question, Ann. And everybody will say we have the best customer service, so what sets you apart? It's my desire, and we are in the people business. Yes, I sell products, but we are in the people business, and we're here to make you guys, make your day better, and when you're done with a phone call with me, that you're glad that you've learned something, or I've been able to do something for you. You ask customers of ours, and we go the extra mile. If there's product information that you need, or not sure which product to get, I'll do that research for you. That's why I'm here. And that's where it's just not an office products. I don't know how to say it other than I'm in a people business.
Okay.
And I
want to make people's needs.
And I want to make your day better.
Okay.
That makes sense?
That's a good, yeah, that does make sense. That's a good philosophy, and I think that's one that is shared by a lot of us. You know, no matter what we do, if we didn't have the people to serve,
right,
there wouldn't be anything for us to do. How has your business changed since you took it over, since you bought it?
Well, it used to be a smile and dial, best price, and the internet has changed things so dramatically for my business, and I never really talked to customers when I first bought it, and then all of a sudden I started talking to customers, and that's when I realized that we're in the people business. And it's not just, here's your price, you know, like I said, I used to sit behind a desk and do spreadsheets all the time. I was the accountant, I was the finance guy, and now all of a sudden, now that I meet people, it's a whole different world. And that just is my heart now.
That's great. So you've evolved, the business has evolved, and I'm sure you're going to keep on changing and growing. What do you envision for the future?
That's tough. The internet has just blown out the competition. If you're not up to date with those things, you can get buried. My industry, the office products industry, has changed so drastically. from the old mom and pop stores, even the big boxes now. And this year I've invested in some software to help me analyze and just to see and keep a pulse on what the competition is doing so that I'm always competitive with who my market is. And so that's changing. I'm also working on what product mix. You know, what is there, as we are more people going paperless offices and more technology, what else is out there that I can sell to help make sure that in 5 years, 10 years from now, Officeville is still around?
So are people really going paperless? I mean, we've talked about it so long. I keep ordering paper from you, David.
Yeah, and then I had a customer that went paperless, and then they had to end up going through an audit. And in order for the audit, they needed to have 3 copies of everything, so they had to double down on paper and toner. So it's a unique situation. But I just think the way that the offices are getting smaller, and you can do more things without paper, electronic signatures and stuff like that. That's less paper, less file cabinets, less toner, but then you have more technology. So is there any avenue that I might have? And that's just something that's such a constantly changing industry that it's hard to keep stock, and therefore the suppliers are also trying to figure out how to do that. And that's something that we need to look at.
Can you tell me this, Dave? Can you effectively compete with the big box stores?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I do analyses, how do you say that? And I monitor the big boxes, and I compete with them very strongly, yes, across the board.
And that's because of the power of the buying group that you're a part of?
Just that gives me more access, and I use the buying group mainly for larger ticket items than the smaller day-to-day office supplies, but if someone needs, between the whiteboards or the easels, printers, those kind of things, shredders, the larger ticket items, I have access to go direct. And that gives me that purchasing power that allows me to give a better price to the street and to the customer.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite thing to sell?
What's my favorite thing to sell?
What's the most fun about your job?
My most fun thing about my job is the people. That's the most fun part about my job. Office products is a commodity. But I love, the various people and to find them, meet them where they're at, and, if someone has a problem with a printer and they don't know what toner to get, or, they're looking at file folders or even staplers. I've got a favorite stapler now, and how did I learn it? By kicking the tires. So, I just, have you tried this or have you tried that? I love to go to the trade shows where I get to feel and touch things. That helps me sell it to a customer in case that's one of the questions that they have.
Okay. Is all your business with your customer on the phone?
No. I have many customers that I think that's their same desires. They like to talk to somebody, and that's why we're here still. But I have a number of customers that just go online and order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to talk to me to place an order. You can. Matter of fact, now our software enables you to set up an account right at www.officeville.com. You can actually check out and set up an account on your checkout and just keep that with you and keep going.
Okay. What's your phone number if somebody does want to call?
800-536-8455.
Very good.
Or customer care at officeville.com is my email, or you can call me direct at 517-759-4560, extension 405, or email me at daver@officeville.com.
You got that down really well.
Thank you.
Good job. Good elevator speech. I know you're doing some marketing things with one of our other chamber members, Naomi Lally. And what kind of things can we expect to see this year?
Well, this year, Naomi and I have a plan to go down the social media outlet, Facebook, Twitter, those kind of things, to be more in the technology and more in the forefront of people that deal with Officeville online. We have not kicked that off yet. We do plan on kicking it off in February. That's something that's new to me, makes me nervous, but at the same time, that's where technology is going. And Officeville's tagline is connecting the nation one customer at a time. I've actually had customers that I've actually hooked up with through my customer database. I've actually got them dealing with each other because of the services that they provide, and it just gave me an idea of, hey, we can do this with other customers.
That's right.
And it's just being in the people business, what kind of a community do we have? So through the social media, that might be another avenue that we might be able to connect our database.
Yeah, well, it just gives you a little more depth with the people that you're serving. It lets you get the word out to them more, create more top-of-mind awareness among people who aren't your customers that you would like to be.
Right.
So I commend you on moving
We're gonna
forward,
go for it.
getting out of your comfort zone a little, and for all the good work you do, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.